What is up, Cubers and Cubets? Hope you're enjoying the closed beta and my playthrough. I compiled a list of essential early game tips and tricks to get you ahead of your friends on release date or as you play through the game, especially for those of you that will be jumping into the game for the first time anytime soon. So be sure to stick around. I will have a special bonus trick at the end of the video, and be sure to drop a subscribe or a like for bonus trick and if you enjoy or learn anything. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Number 1, talk to every single NPC you come across. NPCs give you quests, and quests are responsible for 80% of the progression through the game. They also give hints for where you can find special items like hang gliders and boats, as well as tell you where to find special quest bosses. Number 2, find a town or village early. Towns are a hub where a lot of NPCs like to hang out, where you can get quests from and progress your game. Towns look like small black dots on the map, kinda hard to find unless a NPC points one out to you. While in a town, you can zoom in on the mini-map to see where each shop is indicated by icons. You can find shops like an armory, a weaponry, the identifier, and the flight master. Doing quests upgrades what merchants sell so you can get better items from them. You can also find crafting stations for weapons and armor for every single class. You should pick up materials as you play throughout the game for crafting new items, from destroying iron ore to destroying bushes. Number 3, at towns you can switch your class specialization at the guild receptionist. You can swap between the two specializations of your class. For example, if you chose mage, you can swap between fire and water mage, or if you choose rogue, you can switch between ninja and assassin. For a more in-depth look on all the classes, check out my class guide after the video. Number 4, get better equipment, armor and weapons early. As you start to fight enemies, you will find it hard without decent gear. You need better equipment to fight bosses and progress through quests and through the game. You can sell the gear you pick up that is not your class from killing enemies at towns, the merchants, and buy new equipment that is for your class. Note that some armor is biome specific, unless it specifically has a plus next to its name. So often you will have to get new gear as you enter each biome, which is a bit of a hassle. You can also find great rare gear inside of leftovers. Take your leftovers to the identifier in towns, indicated by a magnifying glass. You can pay to identify what an item is inside, and you can get some really amazing gear from these leftovers. And the color of the leftovers indicate the rarity of the item. Number 6, rarity of items, enemies, and quests goes from white, green, blue, purple, and yellow respectively. So early in the game, you should probably stick to fighting white or green enemies until you get some better loot. Unless you're playing with some friends, you can probably take on some blues. Number 7, talk to flight masters in towns to fast travel. If you find the NPC named Flight Master with the giant eagle next to him, it's hard to miss, you can pay to fast travel around the map. But early in the game, it's quite expensive. But in multiplayer, you can fast travel for free to your friends, which is quite nice. Number 8, activate every single shrine you see. Shrines are these little white temples, and they are also spawn points. If you see any, walk up to them, go inside, and activate the shrine by pressing E, and you'll start playing the flute so that you can activate it and you can spawn closer and run way less when you die. You spawn near the closest shrine to you naturally. Number 9, you can still level up in the game, it's just a little harder. You need to defeat giant quest bosses and find artifacts. Once you grab these artifacts, you can level yourself up with them. This will definitely slow the leveling compared to the alpha and expand on the late game and RPG elements rather than the grindy elements that we saw in the alpha. So it will slow leveling exponentially. Number 10. You need to tame and then find reins to ride pets. To get a pet, you must tame them by finding specific pet food and feeding them the food they like. Once tamed, similar to the alpha, you can fight alongside your pet. You can press T to call them. A new special item you can find on your travels or be told where to find by NPCs are reins. Once you find this item, you can press T to ride tamed pets and have way speedier travels. On to bonus trick. Look out for discolored ground throughout the game in the landscape. You can drop a bomb to blow a hole open and find buried treasure inside with some great loot and gear on the inside. Anyways, thanks a ton for watching, and I hope you will smash like or drop a sub if you learned anything to help a small YouTuber grow. Please check out my playthrough right here, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.